Something I wanted to share with you is a really nice way you can now generate icons for your Android app or iOS app super easily. Before you had to use a third-party service, a website, or to edit all of the sizes by yourself, because it does require to have multiple sizes for both iOS and for Android apps. And now you can just do it, for instance, through ChatGPT right away. For your icon of your iOS app, in my case, I just mentioned this prompt with the attached salmon plate, so this one. Make iOS icon sizes for iOS app, nicely center the image in the middle, ensure the image won't be too small within the app icon container. That's important for a nice looking icon, and use black, so 00000, 6 or 000 for the black HEX code, and then as the app icon container, that's the color. You don't have to mention actually the HEX code, that's not necessary. And then ensure it looks bright and the contrast is good. And so it gave me a zip archive file I could download directly, and I downloaded it, and now I have all of the icons here. However, something you have to know is that usually when it gives you a file to download, that link does expire. So you have to download the link right away. You have to download the file right away from the link, because if you wait too much, if you wait too long, it will expire. The link will expire. And then we can see the icons and they look good. So I will upload them for my app, and that sounds fantastic. So you see, you can really use it for so many different purposes. ChatGPT for making icons for my iOS app, for my Android app, for my macOS app, and so on. And now here I am in my Xcode project with my app, ready to drag and drop all of the icons generated with ChatGPT. Again, normally ChatGPT would generate all of the required sizes, but sometimes it wouldn't do all of them, or sometimes it would do too many. Usually it would generate too many icons, but it depends. It also depends if it's an Android, so Android Studio, or a iOS Xcode project. So in my case, it's a iOS project. I'm in Xcode here. I went to images in the settings. So right there, that's my app. And then here I was in images folder. And what I do usually is to reduce the size first. So for doing that, I use a program, an app called Image Opt-in, this one. So Image Opt-in, it depends how you set it up, but normally by default, and you can also ensure it's the case, it wouldn't decrease the quality of your images. It would only remove any unnecessary details such as metadata. And even for an icon, there is always some unnecessary metadata in the file. We don't need this. And when we have a lot of icons, of course, it can be significant extra metadata that is irrelevant for us. And when you have an image, like a photo you take somewhere, you have the metadata of where it was taken, with what camera, if it was a phone, if it was a Canon, or whatever camera it was, and all of those details, the date and so on. And that's why I always use Image Opt-in for me. And then now we will drag and drop all of the images to our app like this. Oh, yes. And so it will replace to the new ones. We can see we have 12 unassigned images. So we don't need them. So I will just clean it up by removing them. And that's the new ones. We can also be sure to have the new ones by removing the old ones. That's also something I can suggest you to do. Now, all of them are removed. I add them. Oh, actually, it's good I did this because we can see some, so X2, the size is a big size. So apparently we don't have all of the correct size. Is it that one? No, it's not that one. We can see here, it says no, the size doesn't match. This one, no, we can see here, the size doesn't match. So here I have some little minor issues. I might have to ChatGPT again this, because, yeah, the size doesn't quite match. And same here, ×1. So technically it should be, let's see with this one. Oh, this one is correct. Okay, nice. So only for that one it doesn't fit. 5. And that one, no, we tried already. That one, it doesn't. That one either. So, yeah, no, definitely not that one. Way too small. 500. 1024. It should be this one normally. Oh, here we go. Okay, it was that one. Easy peasy. So you just have to play a little bit around because the name of the file doesn't necessarily fit. Okay, so now I have all of the new ones. That's beautiful. You can see that's our new icons. Yeah, really nice. So now we just need to build again our project and we will have our app ready for us. So that's super exciting. So let me know in comments what you think about it. If you do the same, any thoughts, any feedback, I will be happy to answer. And I hope this video was super helpful for you for your app development. When when we create a new app, it's always so tiring and annoying to create new icons. You have usually one icon. In my case, I only had the salmon icon, and I needed a background. So, that's the only icon I had, that one. And it did all of it for me. So with just one single icon, you can have the background, you can redesign as well. Like in my case, I didn't ask, but I could have asked to redesign that initial icon. I could have said, oh, here are 2 or 3 images. Can you do a mix and can you make it as a new icon? And so you are the one who has a vision, but ChatGPT will help you to be a little bit more creative and to have an amazing, outstanding icon. I wish you a happy app development day.